Okay, that's why you responded late to me.
Yeah, some people get mad because they're like, oh, you responded like days later. I'm like, it's just an app.
Hi Tomodachi, it's Rachel. In today's episode, I sat down with my friend Haran to talk about friendship in adulthood. Something that's been on both of our minds lately. We get into how to form friendships in an online world and the hardest parts in maintaining and making friends. Have you thought about my question?
Describe my personality in a food item?
Yes.
Okay, so there's this Eritrean dish.
Okay.
We call it ma'adi. I think there's probably a more technical term for it, but basically it's a dish that has like a flat sour bread at the bottom, like as a base.
Yeah.
And then there's like a main stew, which is usually chicken or beef spicy stew, bunch of vegetables, and like lentil stews on the side, and you eat it with your hand with like a group of people.
Ooh.
Yes. So I think it depicts my personality because I feel like there's certain ways that people perceive me, like just based off of first impressions. And then you keep on peeling and there's always a new thing. It isn't one dish, it's multiple in one.
Yeah.
But they can live together. You know what I mean? So I feel like,
okay.
that's my personality.
That's so cool. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Dang. You have to make it for me.
Yeah, for sure. It takes a long time, but I'll do it.
Wait, how long does it take?
The flatbread itself takes like actually 3 days to make because you gotta ferment the batter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then the stew's probably a couple hours.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, it must be flavorful then.
Yeah, very flavorful.
Ooh, okay. But we're talking about friendships.
We are.
So the question, what question did you choose?
What is your approach to forming?
Yeah.
My approach to forming adult friendships, I tend to start with something like social media. Like I'll meet an adult and I'll be like, oh, they're kind of cool. Like I'll continue a relationship with this person. Like, hey, you got an Instagram? Before it used to be like, can I get, like, do you want to like get each other's phone numbers? But I feel like we're moving into a time where that's becoming too intimate.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me. Like phone numbers is intimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't know how I feel about it. In a way, it's a little like sad for me. Also because like when I was like a teenager, I had a phone that I would take with me everywhere, of course. And my parents would try to reach me and they couldn't reach me because like, I don't know, I didn't hear a ring or whatever. And my parents would always be like, why you have a phone if we can't reach you? So I feel like that stuck with me. I was like, we should, like the phones were first created so that we'd be able to reach people when we can't. So I was like, I want to be able to call you when I want to talk to you. And then it was like, okay, calling is too vulnerable, too intimate, too like in my space. Okay, I want to be able to text you whenever I want to text me. Like, we got to get to know each other better. But now it's like Instagram. So I get their Instagram and then hopefully we'll build a relationship and I'll get their number. And then I can call them whenever I want eventually.
I miss trading phone numbers, especially. Like, I also don't get why we're trading Instagram handles or whatnot. Because, like, it's hard to reach people.
Yep.
And, like, you don't really develop... I mean, you kind of do. Like, you can see their personality, like, through the page or whatever and, like, who they follow. But what else is there? Like, you can't really reach them.
Not immediately, no. Because, like, I think people like the control that Instagram gives them. Because if it's a text message, most people have notifications on for text messages or, like, a call. It feels like you gotta give it attention now. Whereas like Instagram, maybe a lot of people will open Instagram if they feel like scrolling. And then they'll go to their messages and be like, let's see what's going on there.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like people don't want to be as accessible anymore. Like they want more barriers to be able to.
But they still want the connection. Yeah. I
know like people have mixed feelings about this, but I don't view like responding to social media messages as like it's never an urgent thing for me. Like I've never like if it's like a call, I'm like, oh, they want to talk. Okay. If it's like an iMessage, I'm like, oh, they want to talk. But if it's like WhatsApp, Instagram, I'm like, when I have time.
Okay, that's why you responded late to me.
Yeah, so people get mad because they're like, "Oh, you responded like days later." I'm like, it's just an app. So it's usually sporadic like that. Like we'll just have
Okay.
one conversation spread out over like weeks because we're just
Okay.
like responding within many hours or days.
Interesting. That's your approach. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I like for me, I've been like talking to people online and I never met them in person. It's like all online. So I'm like, oh, they haven't responded to me for quite a long time. So I'm like, they're probably busy or don't want to continue this conversation. Like, that's fine with me. Like, I don't want your friendship either.
Oh no, that's so sad because I'm actually like in everything I do, relationships, work, or anything like that, I want depth. I want depth, and so I hardly will engage in something just for the sake of like surface level. Like I want to know I'm either all in or I'm not there at all.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about forming friendships. And so like that's not the message I want to give off, but also because a lot of our main like communicate or relationship building with people now starts online, and the online apps that we're using are not just for messaging. There's like 20 other things to look at. So that's distracting. Like I'll open Instagram and my thinking is not first, oh, I gotta respond to Rachel's message. Like, oh, somebody posted, oh, there's a story. Oh, I've been meaning to like look up this person's profile and see if they updated like, I don't know, anything about this thing they're gonna do. And then I'll be like, messages. You know what I mean? So because the apps have so much going on already,
Yeah.
it's not for me. I don't view it as like designed for deep connections. It's just touch points,
Yeah.
and I can choose when I have those touch points.
Yeah. And like back to our like previous discussion about like why trading handles versus phone numbers, because
Yes.
the app isn't designed for us to message people. I mean, they probably like they changed the layout of it, but still it's like
It's not the main. Yeah.
yeah, it's for like looking at what other people posted. But now there's
Right.
like filled with ads too. So,
Right.
yeah.
So yeah. So basically, you want to talk to me, you gotta call me.
Okay,
We can have a phone
noted.
call. That makes me curious though. Like, how do you view like what's the role of online messaging in relationships for you?
Oh, I think I reminisce a lot about like high school too, and like in grade school where like you're always constantly messaging each other, or like between friends. But once I like went to college, everything is just you just message for contact, like how you're doing it right now. It's like, oh, you want to see each other? Okay, let's just meet on this time that day, and then we'll talk in person, kind of thing. But occasionally, I would just like send people reels on Instagram as a way to like stay connected.
So
Not
like,
many.
what's the main means of like a conversation with people for you?
Conversation? Yeah, I guess like if I want to see them, I'll like message them, but it'll take a while for them to respond. So I'm like, okay, so if I message them like earlier this month, then I'll probably meet them at the end of this month or maybe next month too. So it's like, it's quite a long time, even though I messaged them like quite early too. So it's hard. I think also like people's busy schedules. People are working or still in school. Like everyone's in a different life stage.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, how long does it take between you to meet someone or asking to hang out and the person responding before you feel like, oh, they're not interested?
Oh,
Like
that
what's
time.
what's the yeah.
Ooh. I think most times people are interested. I was reading something and they were telling me that people don't often initiate things and people are just waiting for the other person to do it. But I think I've come to a point where I am tired of initiating.
Yeah.
So like
That's right.
I just enjoy my time alone more. I'm like, okay, it takes a lot of work and energy to message someone and just wait for them. Do you feel that?
I'm usually the person they're waiting on. So.
Oh, okay. We're on the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I have this conversation, or I've been wanting to have this conversation with different people on like how they view like what the role of online messaging is in relationship
Yeah.
to them. Because for me, I don't think it's a big deal that I respond late because the online message is not our main means of communication. Like if we want to meet, if we want to talk, we should meet or have a phone call.
What's the hardest part about making friends
Making friends an adult.
as an adult friendships?
I think it's, yeah, because everyone is so busy. I think I've for a long time I took it very personally when people would not make time to like hang out. I immediately interpreted that as like, oh, they don't want to invest in a relationship with me. So I think the hardest part of like making friends as an adult is kind of learning to be okay with like people's busyness. Cause like I'll try to meet with a friend and be like, oh, like I can't, or like we'll plan something and they have to cancel, and then it'll be months before we see each other. And in those months, I'm thinking, oh, they're not interested. But then somehow one day it'll work out, and our conversation would be like as if we were never apart. And then I'll leave that conversation like, oh, like okay, like they care about me, like they care about this relationship. I think it's just hard to accept that a relationship can still be good and can still stand, and love and care for each other can still exist, even when you see each other rarely. I always interpreted like if we don't see each other a lot, you don't care about me. But I think we're in a time where like people care about each other, and they're wanting to make time for it. They're seeking out ways to get out of the busyness, but like demands of life make it hard. So yeah, I think it's just being okay with the fact that we're not going to see each other every week, and that doesn't have to mean that you don't like me. It's hard to accept.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Because being an adult, you see people less. Like in a friendship or any relationship, both parties need to put effort into it,
Right.
in order to work.
Right.
But it's just difficult with like time restraints, like you said, or other factors in other people's lives, or even your own.
What about for you?
For me, the hardest part about making friends as an adult. I guess I've been wondering about like where do I meet new people in order to build new relationships? Because in uni, like you have clubs to join, classes you can attend, and like spark a conversation with the person next to you or whatever. Maybe on the bus too. I don't know. There's so many like places you can meet people, but then once we're an adult, like we're in the workforce, and then like okay, go to work, leave work, go back home, do it all over again. I don't know. See your loved ones. Yeah, time is precious.
Yeah. I guess it's a little more awkward. It's like, what are the vibes? Like, do we do a sit down coffee chat? Do we do a walk? Like, where do we plan to meet? I guess in university, it's like there's commonly like places that are commonly understood to be meeting points, and you don't think too much about how the person views this relationship according to like where you meet.
Yeah.
But if you have to like decide a place to meet, it's like, what does it mean that I chose a coffee shop, sit down? What does it mean that I chose a movie? What does it mean that I chose a walk or an activity? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also like I don't know, because with like your current friendships or whatnot, it's mostly like catching up with people, because like maybe we just forget like how did we become friends in the first place? Like was it through common interests or whatnot? I'm like, okay, I just want to catch up with you and just see what's happening in your life, and I can share about mine. But then there's nothing like, we're not building upon memories. Like I was reading this on a post or whatnot, so it was like sharing that. I was like, oh wow, like that's why like some adult friendships feel so mundane. I don't know.
Because like memories aren't being formed. You're not doing memorable things.
Yeah, like it's just there for, I don't know, for conversations, but not for quality time or experiences together.
Okay. Do you have relationships that like you can remember? There's like special memories or special significant experiences you guys had, and that's how you remember them.
Yeah.
How did those experiences come to be? Did you initiate them?
Oh.
Or did you just happen to be in the same place at the same time?
I, mm, I think all of us would like look for a common activity that we all want to do. Like later today, we all wanted to watch this movie, like Zootopia. So I'm like,
Ooh, okay.
we'll all watch it together.
Okay.
So that's an example.
Okay. So you had to plan for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's no like spontaneity.
Was there ever like when you were a kid, did memories like kind of get formed spontaneously? Or did you have to plan for those too?
Think I needed to plan or like put a effort in. I want to do this together. Let's do it together, kind of thing. Maybe the way I grew up too. Nothing was really spontaneous. Like it was like set time, set schedule. You're gonna be here. We're all gonna be here, having dinner, and that's it.
Yeah, you eat the food and it's time to go because you've done the thing you came to do.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I guess, yeah, spontaneity plays a role in memory making. It's either that or you have to be very intentional of like, this is the memory I want to make, so this is the thing we're going to do to make it happen.
Yeah.
Which I think is an interesting approach.
That sounds like you're forcing a memory.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I guess we need room for spontaneity.
Yeah.
If we want significant experiences to remember with people. Do we need to be intentional about spontaneity?
Oh. But how do we do that as adults? Because, like, I find that growing up now, we're all just kind of boring, not gonna lie. We just do the same things. Like, maybe we already experienced a lot of stuff when we were a child, so then we're not building upon memories or anything.
I wonder if we just need to like make time for spontaneity. So what I mean by that is like, let's say like, yeah, you plan to go to dinner with some friends, rather than being like, okay, dinner might take about 2 hours, so I'll block off 2 hours to be at this place and then I'll leave. Rather than viewing it that way, what if it was like, I'm gonna meet with people and eating dinner is the prompt. So I'll vibe it out. If we decide that we'll do something after dinner, great. If not, also great. But like not having this mentality of like, I'm going there for 2 hours to eat food and come back, but I'm going to meet people. And we're gonna start by eating.
Maybe that's like the extrovert in you.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, I'm turning more of an introvert, or maybe I always was.
Okay.
But how introverts would say it's like, oh, I have to see someone. Okay, I have to go out. Okay, I'm gonna set 2 hours. Okay, it's just those 2 hours I have to socialize, and then I can leave right after.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But then you are hoping that those 2 hours will be memorable.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very interesting to me. So like, like what's it like to desire to make memories with people and desire deep connection as an introvert?
Oh.
Like don't you have to like get out of the bubble a little bit to make that happen?
Oh. That is true, yeah. I mean, I may not be the most introvert person. Maybe you could ask someone else. I think I'm more leaning to like ambivert, you know? Like I could bounce around.
I guess, okay, I'll rephrase it. How do you expect to make memories as an introvert? Like, what do you envision? How do you envision that happening?
Ooh. I think most of the time, I can't speak for all introverts. I can only speak for myself. Make the most use of the time that was set. You know?
Okay.
And depending on like the people you hang out with, like there's a different group dynamic. So you may or may not be always like memorable moments or whatnot. So you just gotta, I guess, play it by ear by that.
But within those bounds.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then is there like intentionality within those 2 hours to make the best of the time? Or you just kind of like wait for something to happen?
Depending on like what's the situation? Is it dinner?
Let's
Like,
say
okay.
dinner.
Okay,
Yeah.
dinner. Okay, then I would like, I think sometimes I would think about questions to ask them beforehand. But most of the time now, I'm just sitting like sitting. I'm more comfortable like sitting in silence with someone else, even though they're not. I'm like, it's good to just spend time with them to see them, even though I have no good questions to ask the other person. Like,
That is so interesting to me. I might actually try that.
sitting in silence or
That is so scary for me. But like preparing questions to think of questions to ask beforehand. Like, what do I actually like want this time to be filled with?
yeah. No, before I was very uncomfortable with silence. Like I needed to like be filled with something, with like music or like someone talking or like me asking the other person a question or maybe just like me going on a tangent and yapping so that it just won't be silent. But I don't know. I think now we don't get that often, like silence. Like we
Yeah.
don't appreciate it enough.
Hmm. What have you found valuable about sitting in the silence with someone?
I do it especially with my parents. You know, we can just eat without saying anything. Um, it's just nice. Like you're in the company of the other person,
Whoa.
but we don't. You don't have to say anything. It's just you're enjoying your food. Like food could also be a buffer, you know.
Okay. That's what's filling the silence.
Yeah, maybe that is.
Wow.
Yeah. Or you can just like walk together to a park and you know just like listen to the birds and just focus on that instead.
And it's valuable because you're doing it with with them.
Yeah, like
It's just
I
being in
guess
their
like
presence.
quality time.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. All right, before we wrap this up, here are my takeaways. First, everyone forms friendships differently. So maybe give people the benefit of the doubt. If they don't text you back right away, don't take it personally. And second, having mixed feelings about friendships as an adult is totally normal. And for you who are listening, how are you using online communication to maintain your friendships? Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.